Good morning, candidates. IND AS2, second video. Applicability of IND AS. The Government of India and the Department of Corporate Affairs have announced the recognition and adoption of Indian accounting standards by all companies in India. This notice was filed under the Companies Accounting Standards Act of 2015. In accordance with the notification above, all companies that receive this notification will be required to receive IND AS in stages during 2016-17 fiscal year. Since its adoption, there have been three notifications since changes in 2016, 17, and 18. Benefits of Indian accounting standards. Number one, harmonization. By adopting these standards, companies can harmonize accounting rules. Global accounting principles can be built through harmonization. International base. These are internationally recognized accounting standards. So, when a company wants to expand internationally, such principles are adopted. Global acceptance. The existence of these standards guarantees international recognition of all government institutions and agencies. Compliance. By adopting these standards, companies can ensure effective compliance. Introduction phase of Indian accounting standards. In the notification, the Ministry of Corporate Affairs has highlighted the requirement of Indian companies to gradually adopt Indian accounting standards in 2016-17 reporting year. This standard is adopted in stages depending on the net worth and listing status of the exchange. MCA has divided the applicability and adoption of these standards according to different principles. India's system of voluntary adoption of accounting standards was applied to companies in 2014, 15, 15, 16 fiscal years. These standards can be adopted voluntarily or mandatorily. However, MCA states that the standard must be adopted by the company for a certain period of time. Following are the stages of implementation. Phase 1. This phase is classified as mandatory according to Indian accounting standards. This was implemented starting April 1, 2016. Phase 1 applies to the following companies, that is, listed companies. Companies whose securities are listed on the stock exchange. Companies with a net worth of more than 500 crores. Note, for the application of net assets, the company's financial statements for the last 3 years are audited since this accounting standard was introduced in 2016-17. The previous fiscal years are taken into account, namely 13, 14, 14, 15, 15, 16. Phase 2. At this point, all companies have to adopt IND AS from April 1, 2017. Therefore, the next fiscal year is considered to be the adoption. Phase 2 applies to the following companies. Listed companies whose securities are listed recognized stock exchange as on March 31, 2016. Companies that have a net worth of more than 250 crore but less than 500 crore. Note, since this accounting standard was introduced in 16-17, previous fiscal years are taken into account. Phase 3. This stage is considered mandatory for the implementation of IND AS by all types of banks, NBFIs, SEBI regulated companies, and insurance companies. This phase is effective from April 1, 2018. Phase 3 applies to the following companies. Companies having net worth of more than 500 crores. The net worth requirement will only apply to company until April 2018. IRDAI ensures this by separate notification that the insurer meets the net asset requirements. The net worth requirement of NBFC and other financial institution is calculated taking into account the 3 fiscal years. Phase 4. This phase will apply to all NBFCs whose net worth is more than 250 crores but less than 500 crores. This will take effect starting April 1, 2019. Thank you. I will give the rest in my next video.